Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mrs. Gallagher, and today we're going to discuss one-step equations. So our objective is to solve one-step equations by using addition and subtraction. So let's review what an equation is. An equation contains an equal sign. It is to be solved. So an equation contains an equal sign. It is to be solved. To solve one-step equations, you can use the inverse operation. And an inverse operation, they undo each other. So inverse operations undo each other. So inverse operations always undo each other. And our goal, whenever we're dealing with equations, we always want to get the variable by itself. We always want to get the variable by itself. So let's review what a variable is. A variable is a letter used to represent an unknown number. So a variable is a letter used to represent an unknown number. Some common examples of variables are x or n, or any letter to represent an unknown number. So examples, common examples you'll see are x, n, etc. So now we want to undo addition. Whenever we see addition, we want to undo it. We want to use the inverse operation, the opposite operation. So whenever we want to undo addition, we're going to use subtraction. So undo addition, use subtraction. Whenever we want to undo subtraction, we're going to use the opposite operation. So we're going to use addition. We're going to use addition. So let's do some examples together. So let's look at our directions that says, solve each equation, check your solution. Example 1, x plus 4 equals 7. Now our goal is to always get the x by itself, the variable by itself. So it says plus 4 next to the variable. So you want to undo the addition. And to undo the addition, we are going to subtract 4 from both sides. Whatever you want to do on one side of the equation, you have to do the other side of the equation. So whatever operation you do on one side of the equation, you have to do on the other side of the equation. You want to balance out your equations. So let's go look at example 1, and it says x plus 4 equals 7, and we subtracted 4 from both sides. You want to bring down your x, and now we have 4 minus 4. That cancels out because 4 minus 4 equals 0. You're going to bring down your equal sign, and then you're going to say 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 equals 3. So your answer is x equals 3. Now you can check your answer. You can always check your answer. Now in the equation, example 1 says x plus 4 equals 7. And we just found out that x equals 3. So we're going to substitute 3 for x. So now you're going to say, does 3 plus 4 equals 7? Well, 3 plus 4 is 7. Does 7 equal 7? Yes, it does. So it works. That's how you check your solution. That's how you see if your answer makes sense. If whatever you saw for the variable makes sense. Let's look at example 2. X plus 9 equals 7. So you want to get rid of the adding 9. And we're going to undo that by subtracting 9 to both sides. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other. You're going to bring down your x. 9s are going to cancel because it equals 0. Bring down your equal sign. And we have 7 minus 9. Okay, these are different signs. So you're going to subtract. So 9 minus 7 is 2. And you're going to keep the sign of the higher number, which is 9. So your answer is -2. And that is your answer. Let's look at example 3. X plus 8 equals -5. So again, you're adding 8, and you're going to undo it by subtracting it from both sides. So we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. The 8s are going to cancel. So you're going to bring down your x and your equal sign. -5 minus 8. Same sign, so you're going to add and keep the sign. So 5 plus 8 is 13, and then you're going to bring the negative with it. So your answer is -13. Now remember, in example 2 and 3, you can always check to see if your answers are correct by replacing what you got for your variable and seeing if it works. So in example 3, let's use example 3, we said x equals -13. Okay, so you have x plus 8 equals -5. You're going to plug in. We know x equals negative 13 plus 8 equals negative 5. Negative 13 plus 8 is negative 5. Does negative 5 equal negative 5? Yes, it does. Try to get into the habit of checking your answers to make sure it works. Let's do some more examples. Let's look at example 4. X minus 7 equals 20. Now in this problem we are subtracting 7. So we want to undo subtracting 7 by adding 7 to both sides. So we're going to first add 7 to both sides. And we're going to bring down our x. Now we have negative 7 plus 7 gives you 0, so it cancels out, equals. And then 20 plus 7 gives us 27. So our answer is x equals 27. Now remember, you can check your answer. So we have x equals 27, and we're going to substitute 27 for x in the equation. So now let's rewrite the equation. X minus 7 equals 20. We know that x is equal to 27, so let's replace it. Minus 7 equals 20. And is 27 minus 7 equal to 20? Yes. Therefore, 27 is your answer. Let's look at example 5. X minus 8 equals negative 4. So you want to undo subtracting 8. You always want to get your variable by itself. So we're going to add 8 to both sides. We're going to add 8 to both sides, just like that. Negative 8 plus 8, that cancels out. Bring down your x, equals. And then negative 4 plus 8, different signs, subtract and keep the sign of the higher number. So 8 minus 4 is 4, and the higher number is 8. Therefore, your answer is x equals 4. And that is your answer. Remember, you could always substitute 4 for x and see if it works. So if we substitute 4 for x, we're going to put it in. Does 4 minus 8 equal negative 4? Yes, it does. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Negative 4 equals negative 4. And now let's look at example 6. X minus a negative 9 equals negative 12. So my first step is I want to change a sign. We have two negatives. That becomes a great big plus sign. So now I made an addition sign. And now you're going to follow the inverse operation to find out what x is. How do we undo addition? We are going to subtract it from each side. So subtract 9 from each side. The 9s are going to cancel. Bring down your x, equals. Negative 12 minus 9, same sign. Add and keep the sign. 12 plus 9 is 21. Sign stays the same. So your answer is negative 21. So now what I'd like you to do is the you try section. Please complete numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we will discuss it in class. Thank you.